everyone. My name is Melody. For those of you who are new to this channel, welcome. Good afternoon, good morning, good evening, depending on where you're at in the world. Thank you to all the new subscribers, and welcome back, and thank you to my returning subscribers from my other channel. I'm grateful for each and every one of you guys and all the love and support that you've given me on this YouTube journey. So when you come into this live stream, give me a Fonzie by either simply hitting that double tap on the screen or hitting that thumbs up. If you're not subscribed to this channel, please subscribe and hit that little notification bell so that you know when I post videos. And as always, after the video uploads, you're more than welcome to share it with somebody who may need an uplifting message or who will resonate with the message. All right, so today is April 13th, 2026. This message is for the element of fire, Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. All right. So when I went to set up this live stream, the first thing I did was hit 2 4s. So something about 44 could be significant. And then in today's the 13th, I put in the 15th. So something may be happening over the next 2 days for the fire signs. So today is March, something about March. Every time I said March. April, the 4th month. Today is the 13th day, so things are being laid to rest. We're finally completing karmic cycles. We're finding a light at the end of the tunnel. For those of you who've been going through the dark night of the soul, you're finding that light at the end of the tunnel. You're still working on them wounds. You're still completing karmic cycles. You're definitely in hermit mode for you, where you are laying things to rest. You're cleaning out, so to speak. You're cleaning out the like spring cleaning, preparing for the new chapter in your life. Spring cleaning mentally, physically, and spiritually. Like so that you can make room for something new. Something is definitely coming quickly for the fire signs here. So let's go ahead and pull a card from the ancestors. Like, I don't know. These cards are just like, first they want to build a house, and then they're like getting, like they don't want to go together. So ancestors, spirit guides, give me a message for the fire signs. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, please and thank you. Okay. See that one card sticking up? I feel like somebody's in a sticky situation. So we do have Voyage on the bottom of the deck. I feel for some of you, you're being puppeteered. I don't know where that's coming from, but I feel like you are. If you're viewing this channel, make sure to give me a Fonzie. It's greatly appreciative. If you're a hater watching, thanks for the view. That's appreciated too. So we have taking risks is your card. To me, this looks like that Devil Mountain that's over in the west somewhere. And this also looks like a hawk of some sort. So somebody could be hawk-eyeing somebody, whether this is you, fire signs, or somebody is doing this to you. We have the card of taking risks. So they're showing me the full card, which that card come out in, I think, what was with the water video. All right. So I feel like there's a puppeteer here. See how that you have that one fish who has strings attached to a little fish. I feel like there's a puppeteer here. And fish to me represent Pisces. So again, that water video. You could be being puppeteered by Pisces for somebody out there. You may need to go watch the water video to get a message as well. So taking risks for fire signs. A high plateau is a large flat area of land that is significantly higher than the landscape around it. The sides, at least one or two, are sheer and steep. These formations are typically caused by upwelling of volcanic magma, tectonic movement, or even erosion. Some indigenous groups call these tablians tepi, which means house of gods. When you stand at the edge of one of these sheer walls, you can feel that you are in a place of the gods. When you draw this card, it is a time to step beyond the normal everyday life. Take some risks, face your fears, do things in a new and even unorthodox way. Listen more to your inner voice than the voices of the opinions of others. What did I say about being puppeteered? Puppeteered. Somebody is puppeteering somebody. Rather than running from potential failure, embrace it. History has shown that those willing to face failure will often succeed in a massive way later. So definitely somebody puppeteering. Maybe you're listening to them too much instead of listening to your intuition. And I feel like something is about to erupt because we're talking about volcanic energy. Something is about to erupt. And I feel like that's this Aries energy. Something is building. Something is definitely building on your journey. Whoever is puppeteering you, whoever is whispering in your ear, right? You need to break free and go on your own voyage. You can see that this fish is even out of the water. They're not even in the water, right? This tells me that this puppeteer is not, it's like they're that bird whispering in your ear that is making you second guess your intuition, making you second guess your voyage, making you second guess maybe the next step to take. And for some of you, with this bird on this card, this is the hawk preying on you, maybe puppeteering you to prey an individual or to be preyed upon. This talks about a canary, but this is an oversized canary, right? A canary is somebody who's like in your ear like a puppet, or well, not a puppet, a parrot. But the hawk, what do? They prey on mice and animals and baby things, right? So there could be some sort of eruption that's going to happen, like a volcanic eruption, maybe literally in the world, a volcanic eruption could be happening. Maybe one that's underwater on a worldly event. Maybe an underwater an underwater volcano is about to erupt, because underneath that we have the wonders of the world. But on a personal, for the fire signs, you really need to free yourself. You really do. You need to break the strings from this individual. You need to trust your own intuition. And you need to detox. Because Amethyst talks about detoxing our emotions. All right. They're definitely showing me a volcano. Like, whether it's worldly or personally, but I'm feeling a little both here. But on a personal level, this is, with all the Aries energy, this talks about things coming to a head. Maybe you're waking up and you're very aware of this puppeteer and how they were controlling you, or how they were parroting you to prey on somebody or be a predator. Because I'm not talking about praying as in putting your hands together and saying, the Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. I'm going to talk about that prayer. I'm talking about pray predator, as in somebody preying on somebody, and the person that they are preying on, they're looking at them as a predator. All right, can I have one card for the fire signs? What are the crows warning the fire signs about today? And that would make sense because of the nine energy. The nines talk about completing hard lessons, completing hard cycles. And I feel like fire signs, this is what's happening. You are completing a very hard cycle of listening to other chatter, listening to other people being a canary in your ear, trying to get you to go in a direction in which they feel you need to go in, tell you what you need to do. You need to break out of that. You definitely have a strong puppeteer, and I'm feeling Pisces with the fish because they're showing me that well. Fish. I feel like it's a Pisces. And in the water signs, we had the VOLCANO reverse. This is talking about somebody who's a clown. Somebody who is the risk taker. Okay, so that could be significant. All right, so crows, what are you warning the element of fire about today? This person's definitely stringing you along, like trying to control a narrative. What do the crows want to warn the element of fire about today? Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Yep. What did I say about the trickery? Spying, lying, gossiping, stealing somebody's ideas, playing a lot of mind games, being sneaky and shady. And this card came out for the element of earth. I didn't mean to make you mad. I was just playing, right? Causing emotional rainstorms. This is a volcanic eruption happening here, where somebody is realizing the trickery, right? This is the Seven of Swords energy. Somebody who's likes to verbally manipulate somebody. And then look, we have the prey and the predator. Come into my web, said the spider to the fly. Observing somebody, preying on somebody, watching them, watching what they're creating, so that they can what? Steal it. So if you're my copycat and you're a fire sign, you're being exposed right now. Are you sharing my videos and trying to say that they're Are you got somebody playing mind games with you? Trying to coach you? Being a puppeteer? This is what you need to do. Maybe somebody's doing this to you, fire sign. This is what you need to do. Don't listen to that. Listen to what I have to say, because what I have to say is the right way. This Seven of Swords energy is like, here, let me offer you a leaf off of that branch, right? This talks about, this reminds me of that sachet card, right? Where the crow digs a hole in the ground and hides his food because somebody's afraid, he's afraid somebody's going to steal it. Here it is, sneaky, shady BS where somebody stole somebody's idea. Trick them out of an idea by lying, sneaking around behind somebody's back, being a puppet, right? Observing what they're creating because somebody can't create from their own space. Strong Pisces energy. Now somebody took some sort of a risk and maybe they want to come in and say, I'm sorry, I was being played. I didn't know so and so. Ba 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 ba. All right. I see I have 2 viewers and 1 thumbs up. Second viewer popped in. Are you resonating or are you the hater? Are you the one here to steal my ideas? 1226. Alrighty, so let's clarify taking risk, ancestors, For the element of fire, volcanic eruption coming through here. Taking risk from the ancestors. For the fire signs, let's clarify the taking risk. This is a volcanic eruption. Ten of Raphael. The Ten of Raphael talks about families, right? Could this be your own family member? Blessing, love and blessings for the life, harmonious relationships with family members happily ever after. So this could be somebody who's working with their family members, being a puppeteer. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Who could have a parent who is a Pisces, who is working with either a spouse or a child, somebody in the family. Because somebody is trying to trick somebody out of their blessings. And now it's going to be brought to the light, and somebody's going to be very aware of the trickery, of the games, of the backstabbing, the betrayal. Sneaky, shady, sneaking behind somebody's back to steal somebody's blessings, to steal somebody's ideas. And now they're coming in and offer somebody a leaf off of the branch. Somebody also could be, I don't know why I felt third party situation. Sneaking around with somebody's family. All right, clarify play for the element of fire. Clarify play. Somebody has some sort of an addiction here. Release yourself from that which holds you back. Need to detox. Unnecessary worry based on lack of self-confidence. So somebody could be playing with their, demons, so to speak, because this does rule the devil card. The devil card talks about addictions. It talks about codependency. It talks about somebody could be addicted to sneaking around with third party situations, because that the devil card could talk about that too. Could be a Capricorn. I'm sorry, I was just playing. It's a lie. It's a lie. I'm telling you. This person has an addiction. Addicted to being in third party situations. Somebody could already be married. They could have a demon playing games, head games with them. Observing what they're creating. Come into my web, said the spider to the fly. Come into the parlor. Come into my parlor, said the spider to the fly, trying to trap somebody. Mm-hmm. And the crows could have warned somebody of the trickery, and now something is coming to a head. Now somebody's going to want to come in and say, "Oh, I'm sorry." But the whole time they're being puppeteered by a Pisces. The whole time. And they could be realizing that this individual was tricking them. Sneak around with another person that was married. Taking that risk. Somebody could have some sort of a lust demon attached to them. Especially with the well card, because what the well represents water. Water is the sacral chakra. Give me another card for play and decisions. Chariot in reverse and the Two of Michael. There's that 9 energy. 69 could be significant. SEX demon. So we have Cancer and Pisces coming through here. Somebody was trying to keep somebody blind from making some sort of a decision here, playing mind games behind their back, right? Somebody wanted to keep somebody out of balance. They wanted to block them from being successful. They were determined at all costs to play mind games with somebody, even if it included involving family members. Somebody always wanted to keep somebody in their head. A puppeteer. Somebody could be getting in a car wreck. So be aware of that. I'm not wishing it upon anybody, but just beware of that. Somebody could be playing with demons. It toppled their car. Playing around with the demons. Now they're all in their head, over analyzing a situation, not being able to make some sort of a decision, being blindsided by this trickery, talking somebody into preying on another person, observing them. Somebody's astral travel could also be blocked. Somebody could be an astral traveler. Why? Because they did not want somebody to have success in their life. They did something at all costs to try to block somebody's success, keep them from balancing out their darkness and their light, taking control of their life. Somebody could be controlled by a demon and they could be losing control. Somebody could be controlled by their dark energies. Somebody could be very manipulative over a car wreck as well. Oh, it's me. I was in a car wreck, so da 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 da. But yet, they can do whatever they like. They can do everything else, right? It's like they're the puppeteer. They like to play the victim. Thank you, Spirit. That's what Pisces likes to do. Play the victim. Somebody has an addiction here. Either an addiction to playing in somebody's energy or an addiction to manipulating situation. Manipulating directions and what people want to go, right? Manipulating them so they can't go in the direction of their choice, right? So you play with fire, you're going to get burnt. I see earth, water, air, and then fire with the taking risks. All of it's here. Strong water energy, though. Here, it'll be better if you do it this way. Here, I'll show you how to do it. Pisces, High Priestess, somebody who is very verbally manipulative. This also talks about the mistress. I want a mistress for Christmas there, fire signs. This talks about somebody who's very abusive. They abuse their psychic abilities. They abuse their magical abilities. This is the puppeteer, right? Somebody could have been trying to destiny swap, steal somebody's blessings, working with their family members, working with their own kids, right? Look, there's the 13 energy. Having some sort of an epiphany, working with Virgo, working with a Virgo, a Scorpio, a Capricorn, a Cancer, Gemini. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, you need to go watch the water video. There's a message in there for you. Somebody could be losing their gifts, their spiritual gifts, their magical gifts. Somebody could be losing it. Somebody could be doing necromancy. Now somebody wants to rekindle something. Somebody from the past that wants to come in and rekindle something. This also talks about children, right? The Ten of Raphael, puppeteering their children. This also could be talking about a mistress who had their lover's child. Fire signs. Right? Traveling. A card of traveling. Somebody's travels blocked. Could be astral travel. If somebody tried to destiny swap. Somebody tried to destiny swap somebody by swaying somebody's decisions. This also talks about a child. Perhaps sacrificing a child. And then going and moving that child. First his head, right? Then the rest of his body. Somebody wants to come in and offer that leaf and rekindle a friendship. Somebody from the past. But be aware, because this means that they're a hidden enemy. Somebody could have abused magic and sent a demon to somebody. And they were determined. And I feel strong monitor spirit. Strong monitor and strong monitor spirit and marine spirit. Thank you, spirit. Marine spirit. To try to trick somebody out of their destiny. Destiny swap. Strong destiny swap coming through here. Sneaking around, right? Sneaking around with their child, puppeteering somebody. Somebody also could be sending hate projections, trying to get somebody to worry. Again, sending demons, trying to get somebody to worry. Because they wanted their happily ever after. They wanted destiny swap. Somebody's a clout chaser. And now somebody may be passing away. Right? A car wreck. Somebody could be passing in a car wreck. Because of the decisions that they made. Necromancy came through the water reading. Playing with necromancy. Clout chasing. Staying determined. Determined to keep using magic over and over and over. Determined to keep using the evil eye over and over and over. And now they want to come back and say, I'm sorry. I was just playing. I didn't mean to prey on you. I didn't mean to try to destiny swap you. I didn't mean to try to take your blessing. I didn't mean to try to keep you blind to my trickery behind your back because I was so addicted to magic and abusing my psychic powers. So, fire sign, you could have been puppeteered by a high priestess, by a Pisces individual. And this individual is being puppeteered by a demon. To blindside somebody so that they could steal and trick somebody out of that idea that they were destined to do. Destiny. The Wheel of Fortune talks about destiny, fate. So this could have been a past life individual as well. But listen, all that Aries energy, there's a volcanic eruption about to happen. Something is about to change. You play with fire, you're going to get burnt. Yep, epiphany. Dark night of the soul. Somebody was all up in their head, right? Why? Because they felt entitled. They felt like somebody owed them something, and they wanted to win at all costs, even if it meant lying, sneaking, and being shady, trying to gather up people to come up against somebody. Alrighty, that's enough of that. So we got Capricorn, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. And this is for the fire signs. Oh, let's not forget Gemini. We had Gemini in there too. All right, let's close this reading out for the fire signs. So it definitely could be losing their psychic and magical abilities. And they could be going through their own night of the soul. Yeah, inner power. Divine Father, thank you for co-creating my world with me. Archangel Metatron, clear vibes. So, yeah, I feel like somebody is calling their power back from a situation, and they are clearing this negative energy out of their vibes, any codependency, because I feel like somebody was very codependent on somebody's energy. Somebody was very codependent on trying to trick. I feel like two people were codependent, like they were dependent on one another. And they were so determined to block somebody's success, to win at all costs. And now a decision has been made. Archangel Metatron stepped up in the house and said, here, step into your power. Let's clear out that negative vibing energy so that you can have your happily ever after, so that you can have your destiny. Something was destined, trying to block somebody's destiny, possibly even trying to unalive them. Death spells. Let's take a look at the bottom of the deck. Yep. This also come out, I think, in the water signs. So there is divine order in place here. Divine order is taking place. A spiritual lesson is unfolding. Truth is being revealed. Deep insights are coming from the heavens and the astral realms. So, yeah, there is a major spiritual lesson unfolding here for somebody, and the truth is being revealed. That's why this volcanic eruption is taking place. Venus rules the Empress card. Venus also rules Taurus and Libra. So Taurus, the moon will be rolling into Taurus. It starts out nice and will roll over into Taurus while it's still in the new moon energy. Taurus talks about your finances, your possessions, right? Something that is destined to happen. So, yeah, your internal is going to come through loud and clear. Like some major trigger is going to happen that's going to shine light down on somebody who is playing a lot of mind games, who is trying to trick somebody. The truth is definitely being revealed from the higher ups, Lady Venus, Lady Portia, the spirit team, your ancestors. All right. So thank you for watching, guys. Have a great day.